conspiracy. Now, today we go get into this new food that they're feeding the masses, basically vegan. They push that on the people. And everybody mad when I talk about these kind of things here. But you need to wake up on it. That's why I call it the bitter truth. This gone vegan right here, this vegan meat, vegan food, you better wake up on it. Of course, it's a satanic way to kill off the masses. 100% fake food.
But first, let's turn to a story about the business of food. Economics correspondent Paul Solman takes a look at two startups aiming to help the planet and improve health by serving up plant-based burgers that they believe...
Helping the planet. Yes, they're helping out the planet. So-called, you better wake your ass up. We're living on a flat earth, not a planet, and there's no such thing as global warming in here. They're fooling the dumb masses, of course, just to sell you this fake meat. They tell you about they're saving the earth. It's bullshit.
He will wean Americans off meat. It's part of his weekly series, Making Sense.
Making sense.
It looks like...
You're talking about money, right? Okay.
A burger. Cooks like a burger. Bleeds like a burger. Introducing...
Bleeds like a burger, people. Wow.
Impossible Burger. It's meat made entirely from plants, invented by a pretty cool scientist named paprika.
Yeah, what they tell you? The first thing they tell you, made completely from plants. Let's find out what kind of plants can make meat. Let's go. That bleed. Let's go. Wow.
Hi, Pat. Pat is CEO of a hot starch.
But you gotta understand with this so-called Pat right here that you see in the shirt say impossible. You need to wake up on him. It's another devil puppet they put out here to poison the masses. You never get it. I told you, whenever the government want to put something on you, they use a face like this right here. That's how they do it. They're never gonna come out and tell you it's the government run this shit right here to kill off the people. There you go.
Called Impossible Foods. This is your impossible place?
Wow. I told you people, the name tell you what time it is. Impossible food. Wow, you need to stay away from it. You see this crook right here, standing right there with the hand in the pocket? Yes, it's an imposter. 100%. Bam.
This is where the magic happens.
Where we going?
Magic. Wow, I told you, stay away from magic. Of course, they're working black magic on the masses. Now you involve magic in food. Wow.
In a lab-to-table operation that's raised nearly $300 million venture capital dollars in Silicon Valley.
Of course, right on the money for 3. Okay, no doubt they never leave out their numbers. Take a look at this right here, people, and see if I'm right or I'm wrong that you need to stay off this fucking fake food. Watch this.
Make mock meat. What's your background? Where were you from before this? I mean, what were you doing?
I was a professor at Stanford for 25 years in the medical school.
All bullshit, 100%. And of course, it's Stanford, one of those satanic colleges where they recruit Freemasonry and the masses. That's what you need to know. Government run shit. All the way.
I just let him cook.
No, and just why has a tenured ballyhooed biochemist flipped his super safe career to flip burgers?
I realized that animals are just a prehistoric technology, that the use of animals to produce food is the most destructive technology in use on Earth today. The solution to the problem is develop a better technology.
So his lab rejiggers plant molecules to replicate the fleshy flavor and texture, even the aroma. So this is...
Even the smell of beef. Wow, people, I told you, that's 100% fake food they're killing off the masses with. And I told you, this is for the new generation. Yes, they're gonna die quicker. I told you, the more life goes, yes, the shorter your lifespan gets. Of course, your great-grandma live longer than you go live. That's just how it is. And your kids gonna have a shorter lifespan than you. They're coming up with new shit to kill off the people.
So you get the smell of the burger, right?
Correct. This is an olfactometer.
Impossible's flavor scientist Celeste Holtz-Cheatinger. But why is smell so important?
There's only actually a few receptors on the tongue. There's 400 different receptors in your nose.
See, what they do is they study the human being and then they can feed it with all these garbage because they know you're going to fall for it. That's just how they do it.
What are the basic ingredients? So this is wheat protein.
This is a protein, not starch, from potato. This is a heme.
Wow. Wow, people, I told you, all artificial food they're feeding the people. They create them in labs. Wow.
That's the secret sauce.
We discovered that heme is the magic ingredient that is uniquely responsible for giving meat its meaty flavor.
Or as the CEO puts it in the company's rhapsodic Heme biopic,
Heme is a beautiful iron-containing molecule, and it's essential for pretty much life on Earth.
I see there's actually a spot of blood over there. That's the Heme.
Wow, a spot of blood. I told you people, they make it 100% fakery in labs and give the human being to eat, and you eat it. Wow.
Huh?
Yeah, that red color comes from the heme molecule, same thing that makes your blood red. We've engineered yeast to produce a protein that's normally produced by a soy plant.
You hear that? Listen again. Let's go back. Wow, this is a cold-blooded person you see right there.
Yeast.
Yeast. You remember what I tell you about the yeast? Wow, it's a killer of mankind, and they use it in bread and everything else. Even the soya sauce I showed you the other day, that they also put it in it. They put it in the food for a reason, to kill off the masses. Listen.
Makes your blood red. We've engineered yeast to produce a protein that's normally produced by a soy plant.
Soy plant.
To Impossible's brand.
Protein come from soy plant. You better wake your ass up. All fake food, making labs.
Heme is the competitive edge. But competitive with whom? Turns out there's another big player in the plant-based burger business, run by another Brown. Ethan, no relation, CEO of Beyond Meat. He's gone from fuel cells to food, and he too thinks mock meat is man's gift to the planet.
If we can be that group of people that separate meat from animals, that's a net plus for the human race. And it's worth investing in.
Impossible has heme, Beyond Meat, peas.
We can take the amino acids from peas and we can basically reset the structure so that it takes on the fibrous texture of muscle or meat.
You hear that? He talking about all created, no doubt about it. So he take a little bit something from a bean and he turn out make a lot of meat out of it. Wow, it's bullshit, people. 100% is just fake food.
Texture of muscle or meat.
They're looking for a valuation that is greater than a 50%.
Beyond's technology has its own high-profile venture investors, including Ray Lane.
We had concluded that there was a sea change going on to millennials and even the next generation down from millennials in the way food was consumed.
I told you, what I tell you, I told you it's for the next generation that coming up. Yes, they're going to have a shorter lifespan eating this meat right here that they make in the lab. And don't worry about it. That's what they do. They do it for real.
Type of food and the attention to health.
With climate consciousness trending, investors...
Climate, I told you, they're lying to the masses about climate change. They're full of shit. They tell you spinning around in a round ball in the middle of space, but still you have climate problem. Wow, it's bullshit. We're spinning in the middle of nowhere. Yes, but climate problem is bullshit.
With climate consciousness trending, investors have thrown their money at over half a dozen mock meat startups. For now, though, the game is between Impossible and Beyond. Impossible is...
government. Both of them is a government shit. Wow, just like your Uber and Lyft. They're all the same shit.
Added a new plant that plans to make 1 million pounds of meat a month to ship to some 200 high-end restaurants around the country.
Wow, gonna serve them up for everybody. There you go, make boxes of them right there. Yeah, it's the new way of killing the masses with the food.
High-end restaurants around the country. But Beyond is already in over 3,500 restaurants and grocery stores, including Whole Foods. And
of course, we already know about Whole Food. Satanic shit they have, no doubt. Yes, in the disguise of a food store. That's how they poison the masses, have them thinking that they're eating good for real, they're eating healthy. Of course, they kill the masses in any way they can. They never miss.
Recently inked a deal with Safeway.
This is our Super Rica burger.
Super Rica? Okay, so they're gaining acceptance, but what do these babies taste like?
Boy, this is like an In-N-Out burger. I mean,
No.
Doing a commercial. That's all they do, people. They're selling you this dumb shit. Yes, we go get deeper into it. Let's see how they make it.
The manufacturing process of vegetarian meat. Step 1. Soak the soya fiber protein for 1 hour.
You hear that? Fiber protein. Wow. Wow, I told you, people, this is rubber. No doubt it's synthetic food. They can wash it, soak it in water and everything, and it still stay together. What kind of food you can soak in water and it don't come apart? There you go right there.
Soak the soya fiber protein for 1 hour in normal temperature water till it becomes totally soft.
Yeah, this soy is a killer. Just remember, I tell you, okay? There you
Step
go.
2. Put soya fiber protein into mesh bag.
Why don't they tell you what the fucking soya protein is? What it is? Wow, they're not telling you what it is. Wow.
And dehydrate it by centrifugal dehydration machine for 2 minutes. Then rinse soya fiber.
They wet it up, dehydrate it, wet it up again. That's how they do it. Wet it up, flash off the water, wet it up again. Of course, you shouldn't eat that shit. Of course.
Fiber protein with water and dehydrate it again.
See, they get the water out.
Step 3. According to the power and volume of deep fryer, to weigh appropriate amount of soya fiber protein and fry it with 130 degrees to 140 degrees. During frying, the soya fiber protein should be turned.
They put it back in some more water again after they fry it. They have a bucket of water waiting again. They go soak it again in water. Watch this right here.
Artificial or mechanical operation till it is fried with crispy surface and shows golden yellow.
Wow.
Step 4.
What the fuck is it? Wow.
Put soya fiber protein into a mesh bag.
Wow, soya protein. Wow.
And de-oiling it by centrifugal dehydration machine for
There
4
you
minutes.
go again. They soak it in oil and then get it oil out of it again. Dehydration again. Wow, there you go. I feel it for the next generation, man. I feel it for them, no doubt. They're not gonna know nothing else but this right here. Look at what he got in his hand. Wow. Do you believe it? Somebody gonna eat that right there for meat. Wow. There you go. Vegan.
Step 5. Stew the de-oiling soya fiber protein with prepared stew soup in the
They're stewing it again.
pans. Briefing was lit for 30 minutes when the soup is boiled.
They're waiting with some more water again. There you go. They're soaking it again in more water, people. You see the process? Just watch what you're eating as a fucking vegan. Watch this.
Step
Put it
6.
again.
Put soya fiber protein into a mesh bag and de-stew it by centrifugal dehydration machine for 15 minutes. Step 7. Bake the protein in an oven at 85 degrees for 20
They just call it protein. They call it protein, people. Soy protein. They should have shown you how they make it. Why not show us how you make the damn soy protein? That's the whole thing. That's what they're gonna eat for meat.
5 minutes. Time is depend on the mouthfeel and the yield ratio after baking. Step 8. Mix protein and seasoning well distributed with mixer. Step 9. Pack the flavored protein into vacuum with aluminum foil bags and keep the package.
If you smart people, you know one thing. It's better if you keep eating meat than switch to this shit right here that they make in a lab. No doubt about it. I never miss. Let's keep going.
What we're going to try today are the first thin slices of steaks we have produced in a lab setting.
I think this is going to be the greatest revolution in the history of modern agriculture.
You hear that? The greatest in history right here, by creating fake meat, and you call it agriculture? Get out of here.
Lab-grown meat is not just a plant-based alternative like the Impossible Burger.
There's a technology that exists that allows us to, for all intents and purposes, have our bacon and eat it too, without any pigs being harmed.
Cultured meat, lab-grown meat, clean meat, whatever you want to call it.
They call it clean meat. If you fall for that, you're in a world of hurt, people. If you fall for this, you're in a world of hurt. You cannot eat meat that produced in a lab. Wow.
Is identical to conventional meat at the cellular level, just grown in a lab, no slaughter involved. Its arrival could have massive implications for meat eaters, the U.S.'s $200 billion meat industry, and the environment. And it's happening
Yes, it's gonna save the environment to make fake meat in lab and feed it to the people.
Pivotal time.
We can't handle more agriculture, and this growing demand is asking precisely that, and we're going to reach a breaking point.
We're in San Francisco on our way to Just. The startup invited us to try its lab-grown chicken nuggets for the first time.
Just started out by making vegan alternatives to animal products, like mayo and scrambled eggs.
Just remember that I tell you, people, you see the vegan, if you feel like you're eating healthy, you're in a world of hurt. It's fake food you're eating, created in labs. Wake your ass up.
But now they're entering a new market. They're producing actual meat grown from animal cells in a lab. All right.
From animal cells in a lab. You can never eat that, people. Of course, I told you it's a new way to kill off the masses. Of course.
Chef Chris, we're going to cook up some cells.
I like to call it chicken.
Well, we'll see if it tastes like chicken.
This is our chicken bite. Got some breading on it right now.
Chicken bites. Never tell you what they make.
Bam.
All right.
What do you think you get from the McDonald's and the Burger King and them with the damn chicken nuggets? What do you think? Open it up. Just take it and break it open and see if you find meat in there. It's fake food. 100%. Same shit they feeding the people called vegan. 100%. There you go.
It's kind of fluffy on the inside, kind of airy on the inside.
Lab-grown meats start with a small cluster of cells that, like an embryo in a womb, needs proteins and nutrients in order to grow. The process generally begins with taking a tissue sample from a living animal. From that tissue sample, stem cells are isolated. From there, a nutrient-dense serum encourages the stem cells to multiply. Once a mass of cells is formed, it's fed with proteins that prompt the cells to differentiate into muscle and fat cells. After some time in a cultivator, a mass of cells resembling raw minced meat can be harvested and prepared.
Wow. Scientist food, science food. That's what they're feeding the people right here. Created in a lab, and people gonna jump on it, call themselves eating healthy by being a vegan. Of course, you're in a world of hurt.
All right, Chef Chris.
The moment of truth.
Let's do this. Here she is. Tastes like a chicken nugget.